Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another turn resolution. This is War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. And I'm Friedrich with the Allies. Finally kicked off this, and look at all that disabled. I don't know. I guess that's where preparation comes in, but I don't know. It's hard to prepare for a fast transport because the second you invade, you're ready, you want to pick them up and do something somewhere else too. All right, we don't have any fighters breaking this up. That's a shame, but I think I'm using them for other important tasks and hoping that our flak does something or the weather something. But that's that. Where's the bombardment? That's the usual daily bombardment. There we go. Yeah, so I forgot about this. Just like I was talking about in the South Pacific, I thought, hey, let's start bombarding these guys. Don't let them get complacent, you know? Don't let them feel comfortable that we're not doing anything. Also, make them think we are doing something, you know? Um, all right, now it's daytime. Shh. Okay. Well, he knows what we're doing. Fun. I didn't know he had a sub right there. That's so frustrating. Well, I'm just gonna go back to Australia. There's no point. He's not gonna let me surprise him now. Well, that took the wind out of any sails I had up, which I don't think the wind was blowing anyway. But certainly my mental state has changed. Okay, he has Tojo's escorting this time, but we'll see if we can, um, because he's escorting and not sweeping, then maybe we can do some damage here. Because when you're escorting, you don't have the free range that you would have by being able to sweep, right? Now, alternatively, we have to get through all these Tojos to get to his Sallies, so that's the other side of it. But hey, there's the Tojo shot down. Although he's over friendly space, so he should be fine. Yeah, we're losing all of our cap, so all right. We tried. Alright, this time we're just gonna kind of skip through this. Um, did we take out some of his sallies? Anyway, I don't know. But he brought in 21. Never mind, we didn't. Um, Alright, this is a severe storm, so my expectations are mildly low here. I did bump up the attack to 10,000 feet, although it looks like we're still taking some damage with these bombs. The hope is that we kind of put the bases, not only just the base out of commission, but ruin the supply levels so that his flag can't do much. Yeah, he's trying to bomb us as we march east, slow us down, but also, hey, why not do some damage in the meantime as well? Yeah, I expected there to be at most a day's rest for him. Let's get through this. All right, so it's 1-to-1 with fort level 0. I thought it was already 0, but anyway, so let's scroll down here. Let's analyze this for a second. So he loses about 100 AV, but permanently 38 or 37 at least. Yeah, it's gonna fall very shortly. It's a shame. So I'll probably do an about face with my carriers. He doesn't need he doesn't need his ships here anymore. He's probably going to leave. Is just a guess. So I'll just turn around and go back to Australia. I can make some more inroads there in the Pacific while he's securing this southern Burma. But there's no way he's going to get past some of these bases because I'm going to just do so much damage to him as he comes up these roads with my air superiority. I don't think it's gonna. He's not without being able to bombard me in these interior bases. It's gonna be uh, less effective for him. So we got some bases, some of these rear bases expanding, um, including Onatoa. Again, one of the things I'm thinking is, hey, I've got these CBs. We'll put them in positions where they can throw up some airfields and whatnot, give me some points. I know it's like going to max out at like 10 points maybe for a base, maybe less, but keeps them occupied while we're planning our next uh, steps. Because the first thing on everybody's mind is going to be what's the status of the Wasp after those two torpedoes? Well, here we go. It's automatically going to Colombo, and I'm okay with that. So that's what we're doing. We're going to run off to Colombo. We're going to repair there. I think that's okay. Depending on the situation, I may go there, replenish some, I don't know, some stuff, and then just head back, and then maybe even head to Bombay or somewhere for. Actually, I don't know Bombay's level. I don't want to take too much time here right now. But the repair shipyard is only 20. But then again, the Wasp is small. Yeah, we could go to Bombay. I might go to Bombay to to keep to keep the port of Colombo free, but I do have to check on how much longer the Hermes. Yeah, look at that, and I can flip it to pier side in 10 days. So maybe what we'll do is I'll redirect it to. And then one more thing, I don't want to take, like I said, I don't want to take too much time. Look at this, only 38 major, 22 major. I think this is okay. It's gonna need a while, but I think if these guys have enough fuel, I'll take a look and make sure. I may just turn them around and go immediately to Perth, but we'll see. But I want to be very secretive because I want them to think we're in this theater. So when I go back down, I want to be like basically as far west as possible to avoid from getting spotted. Anyway, wanted to point that out. That's a problem, but at least it's not the end of the world. And I was kind of thinking in my head, what if I got this thing sunk, but it's too late? It says that if you lose one, I think sometime in 42 up until a certain date, then you get it back. You get a new one, a new Essex, but it's too late. So we would get a Wasp 2 in the Essex form, but it's too late now. All right, let's jump into this. 7-7. Okay, so tied. 3 Tojas, our scrappy Chinese fighters shot down. Asanya to flak, and then 3 things. 3 things here to ops. In the meantime, they also shoot down 3 vanguards of our scrappy Chinese fighters, and we lose a few things to ops and another B-24, which is, again, not ideal. We don't make a billion of those, and we're going to stop using Ds probably very shortly, but then again, we're going to be getting better bombers. I hope better. All right, let's look at the pilots. We lost 111, one missing, one killed, and one wounded. Ship sunk. Fortunately, no Wasp is sitting here. He may, I don't know what his report will show if he's predicting the Wasp, but also I wanted to point this out. So far, this is what we're looking at the last few days. All right, well, my heart sank, but the war goes on, and my objective here is foiled. Again, this will fall before we are able to get in here and hit some surface vessels anyway. So I'll tinker with this off camera or off video, and we'll see if we can get all the way back to Perth. If not, maybe I'll send them to Colombo. I don't know. I'll think about it. Refuel and then just do an about face. Hopefully he still thinks we're here, and we'll get away. Like I say, it is what it is. What I might do, I thought of something. What I might do is I do have a replenishment ship task force here. I may meet somewhere, but I don't know. That's not very much. This is not very much fuel. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you. On to the 26th. All right. It's January 26th. I don't know. I guess every so often I get nervous about what to expect because Rangoon's going to fall any day now, really. It might literally be today. And my carriers have been spotted. My Air Force doesn't always perform like I like. So all these factors, and you know, there's no guarantees in any theater. And all these kind of add up to make me just slightly on edge. You know, I'm not saying I'm gonna like all of a sudden lose huge swaths of stuff, but certainly no full confidence going on in my head here, moving turn to turn. Certainly not after that. The Wasp took another tour. Man, that thing has been through. I feel like it is sitting in repair shipyards as much as the Saratoga did in real life, if not more. But we'll get it together. Our Coronado, we saw that. Our Coronados are working from Macon. That's kind of cool. Okay, we got some ASW action by our Liberators. That's also cool. Our LB-30s, of course. We're using those while we can. We'll see what comes of that. We're almost ready to advance down the road there from north. I don't know. It might be moot at this point. We might be running out of time to get in there now. I may have to pull back to if Rangoon falls, instead of advancing into that hex just north of Rangoon, I'll probably retreat, consolidate, shorten my line there. I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay, so this is an interception over Wuchang. This isn't right. Okay, never mind. I see what's going on here. Never mind. He's bombing Aichang, and it looks like he got some of our vanguards. Now, these P-66s are already damaged and left behind as I tried to escape. I evacuated the good planes. I've brought some P-40s here. We're going to try to intercept at Wuchang with some P-40s. Let's see how we do. In the meantime, of course, he's hitting other stuff. I wonder how much, I mean, now that he's getting more active again in China, I wonder how much supplies he's going to be burning. That's fine. I mean, we're gonna stretch him. We're gonna stretch him. Maybe that incurs the wrath of Japan, and it comes back to bite us hard because he brings more stuff to bear as he gets frustrated watching us um, shift around a bunch. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, his flag. I might have to bump that up even higher. I know our accuracy is lower, but hey, if we're gonna run into flak, doesn't that affect accuracy too? So I don't know. All right, we're starting to shift everything up north. And by the way, I'm shuffling the heavies to where I've got some heavies in the Central Pacific now, so that's going to be really cool. So we inherited these um, AVG P40s, so we're gonna take advantage of them and see if we can shoot down some of these raiding bombers and fighters. Um, well, I think we're doing okay here. I don't know. I kind of wouldn't mind just watching the rest. In fact, we lost so many aircraft out of mechanical failures that this will go pretty quick, it looks like. Um, Oof, we lost one. Okay, that's it. Let's see how we do here on the ground. Oof. A lot of a lot of recon from both sides and whatnot. But hey, there's the end. Probably jump pretty quickly into. Oh, never mind. But anyway, here we go. Land for now. All right, he's bombarding us as he's been doing. Yep, here's his deliberate attack. I don't think we last this turn. What? We held. Oh, wow, the losses are way less than they've been. Okay. That's encouraging. Okay, that's encouraging. Wish I could get the fortifications bumped up, but I can't. Now he's bombarding us. He thinks that's clever, I guess. I mean, he thinks he can do that because of our failed attack, but he takes a beating there. He loses some guns, and we bombard him in reply. Okay. We're bombarding here. Oh, okay, so that's fine. Oh, some of these squeezed in here. We're going to attack him now. We got in here, we bombarded. We took some casualties from our bombardment. Okay. But we're going to attack. All right, Port Moresby, airfield size 9. We can push our engineers forward now, although we'll keep base forces, especially like air, aviation support. But otherwise, we can push our engineers forward. I may leave some just to build up some fortifications. Do we need forts? Not really, but it doesn't hurt to have like one unit, battalion, or something of engineers working. Okay, something that stands out like immediately is Kira Kira occupied. I didn't have to do the attack that I thought I was going to have to do, but yeah. All right, so let's see. We got a sub back ready. Um, okay, some that's not a lot of juicy information here. We get another sub repaired. And let's see. A couple of ships. Nothing really stands out here. Port Moresby, size 9, so that's fine. We got an ace promoted to captain. Okay, let's take a look here. Some things in. Let's look at our, yeah. So we have here, we lost 8, he lost 4. So with this 1 to 3, this is so bad that it just kind of makes our 1 to 3 kind of seem silly. All right, so 3 Tojos, that's fine. I'm happy to always shoot down fighters, and 1 Oscar was crashed. We did lose, wow, 2 Skytrains and 2 Blenheim 4s, and then P40. See, we lost only one of these guys, and we saw it get shut down. Anyway, that's just kind of a shame. All right, pilots. 112. Ship sunk. I didn't see any, so I didn't expect any. And we'll see if anything got reported recently. Nothing. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything that stands out in this top section, and you can pause and take a look here. But let's carry on. And if you saw my political points, I'm trying to get some more stuff from the Western USA involved. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. I'm just thinking. What am I thinking about? Okay, let's just carry on here. Not much going on in this theater. Again, just shuffling stuff. Pearl Harbor, this area. Some of these are going back. Some of them are coming here. But we pulled some air units into this base, including this patrol unit. these Coronados. This is my first use of them in I mean, we've been training them, but now we're out here in the Central Pacific actually working. We are patrolling, and it's pretty cool because they reach all the way to Eniwetok. So that's pretty cool. And they found some things. In fact, I think even found a subway up here. Also, what's cool, check this out. We got this also in play for the first time ever. These recons that are basically B-24s repurposed to take pictures and not carry anything else. So they have long range, 25 normal. Okay. So I mean, this is easy peasy for them. 20 hexes. So we're way up here at Eniwetok now. We can look at Ponape if we want. This is a stretch, but hey, I mean, if I can get Nauru Island, look at that. If I can build this up enough to feel confident to put it here, I could start flying over truck and say, "Hey, what? Howdy?" And make him a little, "Hey, why is he spying on me here?" Make him a little uncomfortable, right? Test him, stretch him, those kind of things. But having said that, I am getting serious about doing something here, inching up here. Because as we're looking at things, he's got only auxiliary planes here, which I'm not saying I really know that for a fact. Um, but but he's putting so much energy into Burma. I think I could make his life. I could push him to the limits up here. I don't know where KB is, but that's okay. He could show his face anytime now, knowing where my carriers are. However, my guess is he's going to try to counter my move into Burma and take KB up there, and so I'll bring my carriers back down to this theater. But in the meantime, we've got some assets to work with. We can really kind of push. And so I'm going to make a push for Shortlands. And I haven't decided yet if it's Jaluit or Mealy. They're both, I think, identical. Oh, that's not true. Okay, so this has no air capacity. I'd have to build it from scratch. This has a base of 2. But this does have a decent port, which, well, it has a decent port now. It has a base 1. This, of course, has a base 1. With some engineers, I could build this up quickly to the same level, only better because of the air. So maybe I'll go for Mealy, and then Jaluit we can hold off because I don't care if he has an epic port here. If I have air base here, this is kind of off the table. But check this out. There's something else I wanted to point out. See all these B-24s? I've moved them to the area. We're going to start hitting bases like Kwajalein. We can reach that here. Although what I'll probably do for now is just soften these easier bases to get to within range. This is going to be extended range, which means we're not going to have the same level of effect. Now, here's the thing. I was looking at the stats recently, and I discovered something that I must have misunderstood earlier. So because of my maximum load 8,000, this can operate at full effectiveness from a level 5 airfield. I, for some reason, had been miscalculating it needed to be a 6 to use full effectiveness, which means I could operate from either Tarawa or Macon. So when I get these to level 5, like this one, Tarawa, what I'll probably do is transfer my heavies to Tarawa, because that would allow me to do normal range all the way up to, at least Rongelap. But if I can get up to Macon level 5, I can get all the way to Bikini. And Eniwetok is just 1 hex out of normal range. But that's where Mealy can come in. I could build this up to 5 and easily get to Eniwetok which we have 17 hexes range. So anyway, again, these are my long-term goals. So I think I'm gonna just while I'm based here, not at Abomama, but while I'm based down here, I'll be bombing these regularly, softening them up. Got battleships coming. I'll bombard them, soften them up. I did bombard Jaluit recently. I'll probably with small boats. I'll probably hit Mealy with small boats. Just again, remind him we're still here. We haven't gone to sleep or anything. We got some fast transports moving some stuff. We'll jump into Stewart, and then from there we'll probably fall back to Tulagi, and we'll own this area here. I'm probably going to take this fairly quickly because I really don't like, and this is good. I'm gonna right now. I know enough about Stewart Island. I'm going to look at this because I don't like him having that base. We'll take that next because he could use that to scout way out here, know about all of our stuff. I don't know I haven't looked enough at how far his stuff can fly, but I don't like it. Real quick, maybe we can, what are they again? Mavis? Um, I don't know what he has, but we're gonna just assume Mavis, right? And I can't remember the call sign or whatever they call those things. So I probably went, well, I surely went past it. Um, Here. So which one does he have right now? Let's see. These, I guess it doesn't give me the dates. But let's just take the this one, 20 extended 25. So technically from here, if you position them here, he could be flying over Tabataoa even. The point being, I just don't need to be thinking that he might be here. So let's take Stewart and then go to Ontong Java, and then we'll go from there. And then it's just Shortlands is on our is our I think is going to be our next objective. I can just completely bypass Munda. There's nothing there. There's nothing to worry about there. He may even not have supplies here. He was bringing some APDs to, and I'm guessing that was with supplies. He had LBs moving, barges. I I honestly think there's some supply shortages in this area, but even if there's not, we certainly we could take this and this. This is not a threat. Once we take Shortlands, build that up, can be port 6, air 7. We can, instead of using this as our forward base, which is a bit less ideal, we could use Shortland Islands, base heavier aircraft here, and probably many more, and go from there. So moving on. Same thing with the Southwest Pacific. I'm getting a little antsy waiting for something to develop. I want to get Lay, and I could get Lay and just ignore the rest of these, and let him like starve, I guess. But certainly Lay would be a nice target. If we could get that, we could increase our stretch. We pretty much can touch anything he has here, but it gives us a better base for our smaller aircraft. CRP 25s can here, although technically they can also hit from here, including our B-26s. Okay, but uh, I certainly want to get Lay and kind of work up this coast, kind of like historical. It doesn't have to be historical to dates, but I wouldn't be upset to just do this boom 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 island hopping as we're or base hopping, and we could even take Vanimo and then march. I don't have to do a seaborne invasion to get Hollandia. we can just take Wewak, Aitape, and Vanimo and then march. That's fine too. He still hasn't taken this thing. Not that it's a major threat. But we could have here at Kaimana, sorry, and Sarmi, we could put some AVs as if we could sneak it through here without getting caught. Yeah, probably not. Manus, I wouldn't be opposed to taking Manus and even leaving for now Kafieng and Rabal, and just position some aircraft here to hit whatever comes in the area, have some subs, and just starve this area out. All right, up to the hot spot. And by the way, for those who are interested, let's take a look at. Oh, I don't see carrier here. Did we make it? Did we make it? Did we? Where is it? Oh, right here. So we didn't quite make it, but look at this. He doesn't see us anymore. He doesn't see these ships anymore. See that? Because his sub was damaged. He had to go back. So now that my ships should have fuel, I'm getting out of here. And I'm gonna go. I don't care. I'm gonna go like basically to through here and down wide. I don't want him to plant subs out here and say, "Oh, maybe I can catch him out if he's escaping or something," or focus his aircraft to fly over here. My guess is he's going to assume we're coming this way. He's going to assume we're pushing the envelope. But I'm going to go back. There's Listen, this is my theory. Those of you watching can say, well, you're missing something, and I very well could be, by the way. But here's the thing. Right now, I don't have any expectations that I can fight him. What am I trying to say? I don't have any expectations that fighting him, no, sorry, that fighting him, sinking a bunch of ships, will have any effect in strategically. If these guys were a lot higher AV, if I had supplies here, I would do it. I would say, you know what, I'm going to push it anyway, even though he caught me. But I feel like this is going to fall any day now. I can't get in there fast enough, as fast as I'd like. This guy, I mean, he's just gonna get here. We're gonna rush into here with everything, but it's just I don't know. I'm pulling the plug. I'm going out. But what I might do, I'm gonna check what did he bombard with? Anything? Maybe nothing. I'm gonna check if he didn't bombard. Well, let's take a look. So he bombed, which that happens first. He invaded, and that was it. So there was no bombardment. He probably thinks there's no reason to bombard anymore. Maybe he doesn't want to beat up the base he knows he's going to take also. But he did not bombard. And that's so if I move, I know why. He knows we're in the area. He doesn't want to get his ship sunk, blasted. So these guys are kind of moot now, I think. But you know what? I'm going to drive over here. This is 8 hexes, but it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe I ought to move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me do something here. What would that be like? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just trying to think because I wanna get it close enough that if he's bombarding again, I can zip in on a um, uh, full speed and battle whatever ships he brings in. Um, I mean, this is, I think, too close. We would get spotted, but you know what? It might be part of the. Um, it might be interesting. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna move here. That's 9, and then if he spots me, that's fine. He might think it's part of my task group here. It might still make him think twice. And if he doesn't, I'll see what he does, and then we'll go for it. I'm spending a lot of time talking about this, but I just kind of want to work this out, kind of out loud, partly, and also feel free to comment on my strategy here. By the time you watch this, I will have um, committed to it, but you can still comment on it. But all my carriers and all the things following behind we're out of here. Now, the one thing I'm leaving behind, I will leave the Wasp. I may even take the Flusser with me because I don't know. I can use British destroyers to help me get out of there, but I think it would be okay to keep the Flusser here, maybe. Flusser. I don't know how to pronounce that. But I'd hate to just keep this guy parked here waiting for the Wasp to be done. So let me get this some ASW status. I kind of feel like I don't know. Oops, I don't know what I was doing here. ASW, let's grab you. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll say meet. I don't know which one. We'll put it in 387. And, oh, I can't do that. Cancel meeting. So how about this? I'll go set home port, Perth, and still go to Colombo and full refuel. So he'll go boop and fully refuel, and then he'll start going probably straight down, like something like that. And I think it'll be hard to find a lone destroyer. I mean, it's possible, I guess. He could get lucky, right? But I'll do it, and then when everything's resolved, I'll have him like cut across and meet then. All right. Well, I'll take care of the routing and stuff later, but you know what I'm gonna do ahead of time. Still bringing supplies in and shuffling some guys, and we've already about what's going on here, and I'm still trying to cross into here, open up these hex sides, these two hex sides. We got some activity here in China because of my position here. He's shuffling troops this way. Probably he's wanting to uh, get back to Hangzhou. He knows I've got pretty sizable stacks coming. Um, we will attack here if he's still here. I don't know if he's in move mode and trying to get out of here, but we're going to deliberate attack. I'll rebuild these because I understand somebody says that they're stronger in combat mode, and I do not have enough data to dispute that. So we'll just do an attack with what we got here. We've got more AV coming, and I'm okay with attacking with what I have. Looks like combat's okay because we're sliding right in. We can just um, join the party in the combat mode. Now, here's the downside: they won't actually join the fight, um, but that's okay. They can still watch, the fun that their buddies are having. Okay, still having troops shuffling up to Wu Chang from these angles because, again, we're trying to close these doors here. And then these troops, we have them in move mode, but now we've got to get them into Wu Chang. And we'll set them all to come in here. And that's that. All right, so we're going to be bringing in a few more 100 AV. In the meantime, I have 3,400. That's not very much. We have let them rest a bit. What's our situation with fatigue and so forth? Hey, why don't we give it another go? I'm cool with that. Um, I'm sure our troops aren't cool with it. I want to beat up their fort levels, but for some reason it's not happening. We certainly don't have a lot. These guys don't necessarily have engineers. Well, small amount. In fact, can we look here? 291, but these aren't necessarily combat engineers, so they're struggling to get break the stuff down. But we're gonna combine these and try to hit it a good bit again. Maybe we're hitting our head against a brick wall, but we're also costing him a lot of supplies, attrition. Both of us are getting attrited here, but we're, uh, I think we have more to spare. Maybe not. My understanding is Japan, or from what I hear, Japan has limitless troops and equipment. But here's the difference: not limitless supplies. Now we don't either have limitless supplies, but um, now look at this. We have more supplies than are required when we're broken up, but when we're combined, we have not enough supplies. I don't know what to do with that data, but that's interesting. Um, I don't know if that means there's value in attacking with smaller units. The problem with attacking with smaller units is it possible that you could actually lose a component of a division because they get hammered hard? But if they're combined, then they won't. It's just easier. It's harder to eliminate a full portion. Well, I mean, you can't. You'd have to eliminate the whole core instead of just portion. I don't know. We're gonna do it this way. Um, he certainly has at least half of what we have, but we're gonna do it anyway. Keep probing. It's a 1 to 2 attack with fort level 5. I just want to break that fort level down, right? Okay. This we're moving at a slow speed because I realized he has troops moving into this hex, and it made me nervous because if I have him in move mode and he shock attacks across this river, we're gonna get trashed. So we're just moving in combat mode now, which means very slowly. Okay. Anyway, I think that's about it. We got him blocked here. I think he was probably trying to move up this road, so we slowed him down a bit, which means we might catch him here as he was escaping. Now he should be in combat mode, worried about us attacking. That'll slow him down, and we'll attack. We got more troops coming, and we'll see how it goes. I thought we had more AV than this. Because that's 776. So basically this is combined 1400, not quite 1500. We've got another 422. So that, I guess all combined it's going to be 2000 when we get all these grouped together. But in the meantime, That's these two combined are kind of small. I don't know if we have enough to beat this guy up, and he's in double defense terrain. Now, when we were beating on him up here, he was in triple terrain, and we got a pretty good ratio on him. So we'll see. Although we had a lot more, we had all these troops too. So we'll get them in here and put them to work too. All right. I guess that kind of wraps that up. But look forward to talking to you to discuss January 27th next time. In the meantime, take care. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.